All right. Look, it's not a secret that I love Jaguars. I've got a tattoo on my arm of a Jaguar, one of my photographs. I love these cats. I love Brazil. I love the food. I love the people. And I love Jaguars. I love going to the Pantanal. If you haven't been, this video is for you. And if you have been, you just got to watch it because it'll make you miss it and you'll want to go back again. Because I'm going to talk about why I love these damn big cats so much. They're incredible. You know, like my whole life long, I dreamt of seeing a Jaguar, and I just never thought it'd be possible. I mean, this is like a mythical cat. It's legends are spoken of them. Like, how are you ever going to get yourself into a position to actually see one? Boom, along comes the Pantanal, and it's been made possible. And over the last 15 years, Jaguar viewing is just better and better and better and better. And today, I mean, last year in 2023, across 3 trips, I had 100 sightings of Jaguars. That's incredible. I keep log of every single sighting that we have, what the cat's doing, whether it's male or female, and we had almost 100 different cats. That's about 5 or 6 sightings a day on average. That's amazing. And the viewing has gotten better. These cats are amazing. And I'm going to run you through a few reasons why I just love Jaguars and I love the Pantanal. That's a place to be. If you haven't been, you just have to get there. It's got to be at the very top of your bucket list, the place you explore next. Now, these cats are active. Out of the 100 sightings we had last year, I think 5 or 6 were sleeping. That's like 5% inactivity. Why? Lions, leopards, these big cats we see so often, they're nocturnal. Yes, they have day active habits, but for the most part, they're pretty sleepy because they do a lot at night. But Jaguars, on the other hand, they're also active at night, but their daytime activity is what gets us the most. They love hunting caiman and capybara, and both of these animals are quite active during the day, very visible. When it starts heating up, caiman come onto the sandbanks and the riverbanks. Why? Because they're a reptile. Reptiles, they need to use external factors to get warm or cold, like basking in the sun or going back into the water. The Jaguars know this and plan their attack very, very well. By 8 or 9 in the morning, the caiman, the capybara, they're out soaking up the sun, and we're out there hoping for a hunt. We follow these cats. We spend 8 or 10 or 11 hours every single day with these Jaguars, just following, trying to see what they get up to. Sometimes we can even follow one swimming for 2 or 3 hours on the hunt. That's amazing. It's because of this activity and the amount of time we spend with them on a daily basis that makes this experience so exciting. You know, the Jaguars, they're either hunting, they're playing, they're mating. You see mom and cub. They're always just doing something. And, you know, over the years, I have like 700,000 photos on my hard drives. I have a lot of photos and I don't take as many anymore. But when I get to the Pantanal, I can't help myself. I walk away with far too many photographs after every visit. And I just can't help it because these cats are incredible. They just lend themselves to be photographed. And even if you're not a photographer, I have many guests that come out with me that are not dedicated wildlife photographers with the bazooka lenses, but they still have an amazing time because these cats are just so energetic and so beautiful to watch during the daylight hours. So it's an experience you'll love. But that's the biggest reason why I love these cats. They give you amazing experiences, glimpses into their day-to-day activity. You know, you're a fly on the wall and you watch them, you observe them, and you just get to see the Jaguar, this incredible predator, on the move on a daily basis. If you're a wildlife photographer, there's no better cat. I can tell you straight up, there's no cat more active that'll give you more photographs on a daily basis than a Jaguar. From a tiger to a puma to a lions, leopards, I've seen them all. They're amazing. They have special places in my heart. But from a pure daylight activity point of view, I'm yet to meet a cat that's as active and that gives you so much during daylight hours, especially mornings to late morning and early to late afternoon. We use specialized boats, and only a small group of people, 5 people as a maximum, on a boat that fits usually 7 rows. So many people can fit on this boat, but we only stack 5 of you on there, each one with their own row. And this means you get space to move around. You can photograph left, you can photograph right, and you can get low. I always encourage my guests, use the edge of the boat, or even if you're willing to risk it, drop your camera a little bit lower to the water, hold it by the handle, and nail a few shots. The low angle photography on these cats is amazing. You're on the boat, you're at water level, and you're just shooting in on these cats. You're getting their eyes. It's amazing. Beautiful photographic opportunities for those of you inclined and who love wildlife photography. We always have 2 guides when it gets up to 5 or 6 guests. And in this case, it's no different. I co-host these trips with Ricardo Casarin, my brother from another mother. Ricardo, Brazilian, one of the best birding guides in the country, an extremely good naturalist, a passion for the Pantanal. He's been operating in the Pantanal since the 1990s, and he knows that place so well. Let's not forget the Jaguars. Yes, we love the Jaguars, and they are amazing, and we want to see them all the time. But there's other wildlife as well. Brazil is the birding mecca of the world, and water birds especially on this trip. It's in the Pantanal. It's the world's largest wetland, so the water birds are drawn to this area, and you're going to see amazing bird life on the river. And Ricardo brings that flair to the experience. He knows these birds so well, and he gets us into the best positions to see them. What about mammals? What about other wildlife? What are you going to see? Apart from caiman and capybara, there's an animal called a tapir. It's huge, it's big, and last year we had some amazing sightings of them. And I think as the seasons go on, they become more and more habituated to the boats. And tapirs are shy animals, elusive animals, tough to see, but they really have habituated, and we get to see amazing sightings of them nowadays. An animal that almost steals the show from the jaguar is the giant river otter. Why giant? Because it's huge. It's 2 meters from one end to the other. It's a big animal, and they hunt fish. They can come up with, a catfish, a suckerfish, a stingray, a freshwater eel. There's so much that they can just bring up to the surface. You just have to be ready with your camera waiting for it to come up. It's so exciting photographing the giant river otters. So in addition to the jaguar, there's so much else to see. You're going to love the other wildlife that just completes this experience to the Pantanal. So for me, yes, I love jaguars. I love the Pantanal. It's a place that's just such a fun experience from beginning to end. And once you see these cats, I promise you, it's the only problem. My only warning to you is you're going to be hooked. You're going to want to go back. It's the kind of place, before you even left, you're like, man, I got to get back here. That's my reason for loving the Pantanal. I hope you now too have a better idea of it. If you haven't been, get over there. If you have, come back. I'm going to enjoy it all over again. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Goodbye for now.